Somewhere in the Army, there's a mysterious group of soldiers who outrank you, but don't really command you. They're not officers. Not really. And they're definitely not enlisted. They live in that strange space between highly respected and no one knows what the hell they actually do. They drink coffee like it's a religion, wear aviator sunglasses indoors, and somehow fix million-dollar aircraft with duct tape and dark magic. Yes, we're talking about the Army's most misunderstood creatures, the warrant officers. They're the tech geniuses, the pilots, the wizards behind every weapon system, and the reason your helicopter doesn't explode, most of the time. But today, we're not saluting them, we're roasting them. From W01, the new kid trying to act chill, to CW5, who's basically immortal, we're diving deep into every warrant officer rank, and why you should never make eye contact with one before they've had their coffee. Warrant Officer 1, W01. Welcome to the twilight zone of Army ranks. Warrant Officer 1, you've officially left behind the enlisted chaos and stepped into a new dimension where you're no longer sergeant, but also not quite sir. You're basically a highly specialized ghost with a paycheck. W01s are the Army's awkward teenagers, too smart to be doing grunt work, too inexperienced to be trusted with real power. You probably just came out of Warrant Officer Candidate School, where they convinced you that you're now part of an elite technical corps. Translation? You're about to spend the next year trying to convince everyone else of that too. Your days are a mix of learning the ropes, getting roasted by senior warrants, and desperately trying to avoid doing PowerPoint for a butterbar lieutenant. The enlisted soldiers don't know if they should salute you, call you chief, or just pretend you don't exist. Spoiler, they'll do all three in the same day. And if you're a pilot, congrats! You're officially trusted to fly a $30 million helicopter but still need supervision to fill out your travel voucher. You're the embodiment of high responsibility, low credibility. Every W01 is fueled by two things: caffeine and the delusion that one day people will actually understand what their job is. Until then, keep your coffee hot, your head down, and your maintenance manual open. You've just started the strangest career path in the Army. Chief Warrant Officer 2, CW2. Congratulations. You've finally escaped the baby warrant phase. You've survived being invisible long enough to earn the chief title, and now you walk around like you invented the helicopter. CW2s are that weird mix of confidence and caffeine addiction. They've seen enough chaos to be jaded, but not enough to stop pretending they care about meetings. At this rank, you've started to master your craft. Whether you're a pilot, intel tech, or maintenance guru, people now actually ask for your advice, though half the time, they don't understand your answer. You speak in acronyms and technical jargon so advanced it might as well be ancient runes. That's how you maintain dominance. Nobody argues with a guy who sounds like a walking field manual. Your relationship with enlisted soldiers? Complicated. They respect you, but they also know you're 2 Monster Energy drinks away from yelling at a Blackhawk for having bad vibes. Officers, on the other hand, trust you like a weird uncle. They rely on you to fix everything they break, but still forget your rank every time. CW2s live in that perfect balance of power and plausible deniability. You can get away with saying things no one else can because everyone assumes you're too smart to be wrong. And deep down, you love that. You're not here for medals or glory. You're here for that sweet moment when the LT looks lost, and you get to say, "Don't worry, sir, I got it." Chief Warrant Officer 3, CW3. Welcome to the gray zone of the warrant officer world, that mysterious middle ground, where you're too experienced to be the new guy, but too young to be the old salty legend everyone fears. CW3s are like that coworker who's way too good at their job, but still refuses to take anything seriously. You've been around long enough to know the system is broken, and you've mastered the art of working around it instead of fixing it. At this stage, you don't just know your field, you own it. You're the subject matter expert that even the colonel has to call when something goes sideways. You're so deep into the technical side of things that most of your conversations sound like sci-fi dialogue to everyone else. Half your sentences start with, "Back when I was a CW2," and end with a story that makes the new guys rethink their life choices. Your humor, dry. Your patience, gone. Your sarcasm, refined into a deadly weapon. You can roast a lieutenant with nothing more than a raised eyebrow. When a soldier messes something up, you don't even yell anymore. You just sigh, mutter figures, and fix it yourself in 5 minutes. CW3s are the perfect storm of experience, exhaustion, and quiet superiority. You've stopped chasing promotions. You just want functional equipment and people who don't ask stupid questions. You don't run the Army, but if you disappeared for one day, everyone would realize how much of it secretly depends on you. Chief Warrant Officer 4, CW4. CW4, the mythical hybrid of "I've seen it all, and I'm too old for this nonsense." By the time you reach this rank, you've logged more flight hours, maintenance reports, and "sir, you're doing it wrong" moments than anyone can count. You're basically a walking technical manual with a caffeine addiction and a low tolerance for stupidity. CW4s don't argue. they declare. When a CW4 says something, even colonels pause to make sure they didn't just get corrected. You don't yell, you don't threaten, you just deliver your opinion with that slow, disappointed tone that makes entire rooms go silent. The younger warrants worship you, the E9s trust you, and the officers, well, they're terrified of you. At this level, your entire existence revolves around two things: keeping the Army running and making sure the CW2s don't burn it down. You've stopped chasing medals and awards because, let's face it, you are the award. When something breaks, you don't even need tools anymore. You just stare at it until it fixes itself out of respect. You've also reached the stage where every new policy makes you physically groan. You've seen so many great ideas fail that your motto might as well be, "We tried that in 2009. It was dumb then too." Your uniform still fits perfectly, but your soul? That's been through several wars, a dozen commanders, and at least one mandatory fun day. A CW4 doesn't just exist in the Army, they anchor it. The ship might shake, leadership might change, but as long as there's a CW4 on board, the mission will get done, and everyone will know exactly who actually made it happen. Chief Warrant Officer, 5, CW5. Here it is, the final form, CW5, the top of Mount Warrant. The Army's equivalent of a rare Pokemon. Everyone's heard of one, but almost no one's ever actually seen one in the wild. You've been in for so long that your first deployment probably involved a compass and a paper map. At this rank, you don't really work anymore. You advise. You don't fix the problem. You tell people how to fix it, and then watch them fail until they finally come crawling back for your approval. The CW5 doesn't raise their voice, doesn't rush, and doesn't explain twice. When you speak, the entire room goes quiet, because everyone knows whatever you're about to say is backed by 30 years of, "I told you so." Your power? Absolute. Even generals hesitate before overruling you, because deep down they know you are the Army. You've mentored generations, seen every mistake made twice, and somehow managed to keep your sense of humor intact, though it's now 90% sarcasm and 10% pure coffee. You don't have to prove anything anymore. Your reputation precedes you. You've earned the right to walk into a room 5 minutes late, coffee in hand, sunglasses on indoors, and everyone still stands at attention. CW5EO don't just carry experience, they embody it. You've mastered the system, survived it, and learned to manipulate it better than anyone. Your only weakness? PowerPoint. Because after all these years, that's still the one enemy even a CW5 can't defeat. So there you have it. Every Army Warrant Officer rank, roasted and respected. From the quiet geniuses who fix what no one understands, to the living legends who've been in the Army longer than the uniforms themselves. If you made it this far, congrats. You now understand why warrant officers are both the Army's greatest secret weapon and its most sarcastic. But before you salute your screen and move on, you've got one more mission. Go watch my last video. Every Navy warrant officer rank roasted. Because if you think Army warrants have attitude, wait until you meet the Navy ones. Spoiler alert, they don't walk on water, but they're pretty sure they could if the chief let them try.